So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the SQL developer in my machine. Let's try. I hope the now screen is visible to all of you. So first we have to check the our environment variable. In my case, MyDB. For all the participant, you have ORCL. Okay. So that you can use, and once this is done, go to the Oracle Home SQL Developer. So I can put like CD, and then I can go Oracle Home. Everyone, please do it. In Oracle Home directory, we have SQL Developer. Everyone. So now I am in the SQL Developer directory. Now let me call it. So for calling, you can use sh and then SQL Developer. Okay. Dot sh again. So this way we are calling the SQL Developer. No, we don't have. Okay, just wait. This, if it won't work, I will try this to the some. Let me go to the my Oracle Home, and then let me call the SQL Developer. No, we don't have into Oracle 19c. Okay, let me try with the Oracle 12c. You all have to wait. And for Oracle 12c, I have given the ORCL database. So in 19c, we need a separate installation for that. And then let me, so this time it will call the Oracle SQL Developer, because Oracle 12c have inbuilt feature of that. In Oracle 19c, you can customize and you can use it separately. Of course, it's a old version. Current version is 20 point something. So this is a tool. From that also you can able to do the lots of activities. If I want to do new connections, I can click here. Connection name, I am going to connect to the my database. So let me connect to the ORCL database. It asks username. So sys, the password, what I have given. Of course, you can use the machine name where you are connecting. Localhost means same machine, and SID what we have given. ORCL, the port number which I am using, I think 22 I am using. So role as sysdba. Now you can see here it's a success, and then connect it. So from here also you are able to do all the activities. Like, let me go. Just you all have to see it. Don't try as of now. Okay. Now I am changing the user, alter password. I am resetting. So this way you can able to do all the DB activity here as well. So what you have done from command line, same you can able to do from here as well. Okay. Pardon? Command. Okay, font I need to increase. Okay. So for that tools, where it is? View, we have to zoom. I need to check it where it is. Just hold for a moment. So here you can see the font size 20 is okay. Now is it visible? Is it visible now? So in the tools, preference, and the code editor, we have a fonts. Good. Thank you. So now our font is good. So we have, apart from that, if you can see, the DB activity can be also done from there. If you can go in the view, we have a DBA. And then we will connect all the DBA related thing like export, import, backup, changes, those can be also performed from here. Got it? So database configuration, if you can check the parameters, you can able to monitor. These are the parameters. There is the value. So those all, if you want to change false, true, this can be done from here as well if you want. Got it? So these all, if you can scroll down, you can get the idea what we have. So this is really a good features which you can help you to understand. Now, since I have connected, now let me try the one more connection over there. And for that, what I am going to do, I am unlocking the system user. The good part is that here it's easy, you can copy paste the query and you can able to do it. System identified by Oracle. The same connection I am using, and here I am putting here properties, just changing the name. System user I did. The password is Oracle itself. I need to remove the sysdba. And then we see the success and connect. Similar way, you can connect to the HR users. Whichever the user you want to do, you can able to manage accordingly your connection. So depend, the name it's a developer, but believe me, this we are using for the our monitoring also. So it's not the earlier version or this version is completely changed. The username I have changed and then I'm testing success. So multiple connection can be used depend on my business need. Okay. So I have a system users. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, since we have a system users here, we have this one. We have connected it. No problem. Now let me see my tables and other things. So object wise, if you can see in the system or CSAX, so then you can go to the other users and here you can find the HR users we have, where our table and other things is kept. You can able to see all the tables from here as well. Okay, so this is the tool which is used for our day-to-day operation and monitoring. Now let me see my employee tables details. What I can do, once you will click onto that, so related to employee table, all the columns, their data type will come. Okay. So what it is doing? It will give you the detailed information about the table. What it? And all the column will be displayed. Now, what about the data? You can see here, like the column, similar way, if you will click on the data tab, you can able to see all the rows from there. If you remember 107 rows was there, so that you can see from here. Got it? If you want to see trends, so those are the columns where constant is kept. What type of constants? Probably foreign, check, unique, not null, those all. Similar way, the privilege, you can able to see you have statics, if any triggers. So everything flashback, if it is, so what is the original drop, those all. Any dependency objects. So dependency object means which is different to other object like the view, sequence, index, triggers. So basically index not separate there, but yes, it could be created. Then all the details you can see. If the table have any partition and some things, here we don't have, but that you can see all the indexes you can see on the table what you have. And apart from that, if anything you want to run against that, that can be also possible. So these are the some tasks which you can able to perform via this tool. It's really good. Not only it, if you want to get the data, this is your table. Now, if I can take this table and I can create another table, that can be possible. So entire, sometimes you need to copy the syntax from production to test or dev. So this way also it can be possible. Now let me come to the data. Here, what we can able to do, we can able to do the sorting, ascending, descending, those all. So let me go for this. In the last name, I am just putting, and then I am putting here sorting. So what basis you are sorting? So I am sorting on the basis of the last name. By default, it in ascending order. If you want to customize it, it can be possible like the descending or something. So it should be how you want. So the name should be If you want descending, then you can use descending. If null first, those. But I don't want. Let me do it so you can see. Instead of the imply 100, let's see what happened. Now, as per the last name, which we have sorted alphabetically, this came. So this is the way we can able to do. So the data is displaying into the shutter order. Not only that, we can able to create a table. Got it? So as a DBA, we can able to create, we can able to do it. Now, let me go to the other users. Let me see. Here we have a different users. Anonymous appears. Got it? If the HR user, I want to create a new table, right click in table, and then you can put a new table. Of course, when you will click on the new table, it will ask you the name of the table. So whatever the name, new table name you want to give, you can give it as per your convenience. So in my case, I have new table, and I am putting the table name as a anything just for reference. Purchase order. Just example. So I have a purchase order. Now what I'm going to do here, of course, the table, we need a column name. So let me give the column name here. And the column name I am using PO because every purchase have the PO. You put the primary key. Okay. Data type, PO will be in the number. And then not null. No, I don't want to allow this one. Why? Because the PO always have the some value. If you want not null allowing, then you can do it. And then you can click OK. You can see the table has created. Similar way you can able to create others like purchase order. This was my table, and here you can see you have a only one column. Here you can also scroll and you can see. So this is the SQL developer you can able to use. Similar way we can able to modify the table if we required. Like I want to add it, I want to modify it. So that can be also possible. We can edit, and then you can able to add a new one like your description or anything what you want. So similar like that you can able to give data type. Okay, size, it's a description. So let me give this some more size. Let me give the 100. Similar way, if you want to add a more column, you can able to add it. So accordingly, as per your business, you can able to customize. Of course, that have the PO date. Whenever we have PO, we have a PO date as well. The data type should be date. Apart from that, the purchase order have the vendor, who is the service provider. So I can mention the PO, vendor, and the vendor should be in Verica 2. So it depends on, like some people are putting the vendor code, so those can be also possible. Like suppose I am mentioning vendor as a vendor code, so it can be possible with the vendor code. So then I can put here the number, it's not null, it should not be null. This way we can able to customize it as well. Now you can see these columns are there. Heading. So this is really a good tool for the people who are using for development and other things, that they can able to use it. You can edit, you can do whenever you need to add, delete, those all can be possible. Okay. Similar way, we can able to import, export the data from there. These all can be possible when you are working into the environment. So this is the developer tool, which is really good while you are working to database. You can able to use it, you can customize it, you can able to use all the services from this developer tool. Like suppose you want to the as a DBA, you want to use a data pump to export the job, so these all can be possible. Right click, the export wizard will open. So make sure whenever you are doing like this, let's call the wizard, and then we can able to what you want to export. So since we are into particular users, so it is saying this. Got it? So these all can be done. Export, import, those all can be possible as per your need. So not only that, the like parameter you can change. Similar way you can able to monitor the database status. So here if you can see, we have a status, which version of database you are using, what type of this. So those all can be possible. Instance viewer, you can able to monitor it. So you can see that how many dispatcher is working, how many dedicated servers, those number of parallel servers. These are related to that storage informations. We can able to monitor memory block. These all database related things. What we are doing with the OEM, similar, like it's not exactly the same, but yes, it's a good similar way. We can able to monitor the performance of databases, and then it is saying whenever you use it, your diagnostic pack license. If you will click yes, of course this is for testing only, for learning purpose. We can able to generate the baseline. We can able to see the diagnostic monitor. We can able to do a SSS report. These all can be possible as per my business need. We can able to see the AWR report. So these all you can start browse the AWR if generated, the snapshot what you are doing from command line. These all can be possible. So not only that, there's a lots of other things which we will capture later on, but this is not an agenda. Just guided you how the SQL developer can be used for the DBA perspective as well as for the developer. So it's not only the developer tool. Don't go with the name. All DB activity can be performed from here also. You can able to schedule your task, you can use the storage, those all. So it's really a good tool. As a DBA, we can use it whenever we require. Did you understood the concept, guys? Please let me know. Any doubt, any question, then feel free to ask. Understood? So that's where this SQL developer tool will work. I don't want it, so cancel it, cancelled. No, I don't want to save. So this was the way we can do. Apart from that, in the newer version, we need to install it and then we can able to do it. So that's the alternate way we have. Okay. Thank you.